Welcome back to the Act 3 podcast. We are all here for the first time since Backrooms,
Oh,
and probably before Backrooms was like our return episode. So we're going to start being actually consistent now. Anyway, Spider-Man comes out in 4 days as of the time of recording this. So we thought we'd get our thoughts in before we watch it, talk about our predictions, what we're looking forward to, what we think may look bad. And then at the end, I've got some movies, and we're going to predict whether or not it's going to be better than the movies that I got lined up. So is anyone dying to go first?
I sacrificed my hair for this movie to be good.
True. He went into the Freemason temple, and they cut it all off.
And I said, for Spider-Man, please. I said, okay.
You gave Bell your ticket. You're like, this is for Spider-Man.
Exactly.
He was like, I need this movie to be good. And it was like, it'll cost you your locks.
That's
I
lore
felt like-
accurate.
I felt like
Your
Agamemnon
curls.
throwing my daughter into the sea.
Bro visited Mephisto.
Made a deal with the devil.
All right, well, I'll start with my quick thoughts, which is simply, I have no idea, and you can make a compilation of me saying this. I have no idea what this movie's about. I have no idea what the plot is. I know things that happen. I know people that are in it. I know people that may be in it. Jean Grey, but we'll get to that. I just have no idea what it's about. And I obviously think, like, it looks good. I'm not going to sit there and say it looks bad. The character work for Peter Parker also looks really good, which character work is more important than plot, but, like, you should have both, obviously.
Yeah.
You know?
Of
So
course.
all the Peter Parker stuff really excites me. It looks visually better than any other Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, obviously, which is not a high bar, but at least it passed it. And yeah, my main concern is that there's not really a plot and there's stuff happening. And my reasoning behind that isn't just the trailers, it's because Tom Holland said the main villain is like unlike anything we've seen. It's like different, hasn't been revealed. The villain's obviously like it's like a metaphor for like depression or whatever, which is really cool. But I think the plot needs to be more direct. And at first I thought it was going to be like, because of whenever everything started getting announced, like Hulk, Yelena, who all's in it, like Thanos or whatever.
Punisher. Yeah,
Punisher.
Thanos.
Everyone that's in it. I
You
thought
would-
maybe like a comic where each of them gets like a little segment, because that would be really cool. And they all teach Peter a different lesson, like not directly, but like, you know,
Yeah.
through the circumstances or whatever. And then at the end, it would all tie together and something cool would happen. I don't know, but it doesn't look like that's happening because you have stuff with Punisher fighting against. I'm just gonna say Jean Grey. Jean Grey's mind control stuff. So I don't know.
Allegedly.
We'll see, but it does look good, and I am
Allegedly,
excited.
Rose
Obviously,
says.
I don't think it can be bad. Obviously, I just don't know what it's about.
Ooh.
But I haven't seen it.
We said
So-
that we all said that to John Watts in 2019.
I don't know if I was making high intellectual thoughts about Spider-Man Far From Home when I was in 6th grade.
We all said that about John Watts. in
That was a fun
2019.
watch because we went and saw that with like 8 people. But
It was. And I bought the Night Monkey Spider-Man Funko Pop, so my
Stole
friend
that.
couldn't.
I
Well,
had
I gave
that
him the box, though.
somewhere.
I gave him the box, and I kept the Funko Pop.
damn, karma. Now he's engaged.
Now he
Yeah.
found the love of his life.
girlfriend.
So who wins? Dang
You
it.
got the Night Monkey.
Well, it's always the
didn't
Funko
Oh, you're
Pop
right,
collector.
you're right.
you? Yep.
I saw that movie
Grab it.
in California and thought it was super cool.
I
But
thought it
it was just stupid, uncultured cinema normie me.
This thing
True.
cost me the love of my life.
Worth it.
and your hair cost you
Bobblehead.
a brand new day.
Was the box the love of your life?
What?
Never mind.
All right. Anyone else have general thoughts? Anyone?
Love the suit.
Oh my God,
The
suit.
birthday suit with the underpants?
At one point, he's wearing a juicy tracksuit.
Is he
What,
really?
what does
Yeah,
that
juicy.
mean?
It's in one
What
of
do you mean
the
juicy?
Juicy Couture. Like Like with
Correct.
those things with like the bedazzled like little like gems on the back of your ass that say juicy. There's a shot where he's wearing one.
Oh, that's
Like his
awesome.
laundry gets mixed up or something.
That's so
What
fire.
the heck? His laundry
Yo,
gets
that's
mixed up, and he
awesome.
accidentally puts on the stripper
Beda-
fit.
That's not what that is. But
Grew up wearing they
Well,
juicy
yeah, because you
sweats.
take it off, but does he?
It's like
Well, that's how he gets into the other scene where his suit is just his normal skin with underwear, and he's all webbed up, and he's just like stuck
yeah. Yo.
bedazzled
webs
juicy on the
everywhere.
ass, all webbed up.
all over the screen, just webs.
Yo, calling his skin his suit. His suit is just his skin.
If they're doing
That's kind of what they're doing.
with Man Spider, is that what you're thinking?
I mean,
Yeah, they're kind of making. It looks like they're making everything part of him.
There's no way they do that, by the way.
why
It's
not?
not going to be manslaughter,
but
but
what's going
he's
on?
getting natural webs
He's gonna. I mean, yeah.
for some reason.
But what's going on with the eyes in that one scene where they're like black and got like the red, like the spider eyes? Like what is that?
He's just super locked in. No, what's
Happened to me
happening
too.
is
Geeked versus locked in.
whenever in Homecoming, whenever it's like activating instant kill, that he's getting that, but like built in.
No.
Nah.
Not
We'll
what
see in
happened.
4 days, and you're gonna be weeping.
I'm gonna be weeping in my
If
seat.
he talks to himself, he's like, Peter, activate instant kill, and then he just starts sliming people out.
Beta.
Including Daredevil, who
Oh.
will be in that movie.
There is a 90. What are the odds that Daredevil's in this? Because I was thinking about it. There is no other reason for him to go into the jail. Plus,
Well, he didn't choose to go there
how do you know?
because I saw him get arrested.
Is that in the trailer?
No, it's in the Daredevil TV show.
I'm talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about Daredevil in this Spider-Man movie.
But I'm saying I'm saying that Daredevil's probably in the movie because there's no other reason for Spider-Man to go to jail.
Well, maybe Spider-Man got
Oh,
arrested for
I know what
killing
you're saying.
Mysterio.
No, they like him in this movie.
they got that out of people's brains. That's what the spell did. One of the things the spell did.
Yeah, there's a whole
What did
climax
Doctor
plot
Strange
point.
tell you that?
Nope. He told Peter that, and I was watching.
Peter.
Yeah, right. I'll believe it when I see it.
You
They
have
That being
You know,
said,
they actually
Spider-Man
recorded it.
is
They
just
recorded it in
visiting
4K.
Spider-Man's visiting Daredevil in prison. Or maybe he's also visiting Deadpool.
but it's the hand. It's the hand, and it's the place where Matt Murdock is. There's no reason unless
I feel like-
they're gonna have a Daredevil appearance.
Yeah,
I
no,
cannot.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be like going and visiting Daredevil, and he's gonna be like, "Bro, I need some help bagging chicks. I need some help bagging Zendaya. I gotta go to the Riz Lord himself." And then he goes and talks to Daredevil, and Daredevil's like, "Bro, you can't be talking to me here. Oh shoot, look behind you." And it's
the
like,
hand.
there's a hand behind you, and he's like, "Why am I afraid of a hand?" And then he gets like hit with the katana, with the blunt
His
side.
head gets chopped
Why
off,
would I be afraid of a hand?
and then it becomes a Daredevil movie.
And
Yeah,
that would be peak.
And Daredevil fights the Hulk. And
yeah.
and collapse him.
No, I need the Hulk to fight the hand.
That would be kind of fun.
That'd be tough.
You just
But-
smacking him around.
I think Hulk would get clapped.
Is the jail scene the only scene that we have seen the hand in?
Well, there's
In the
also the
trailer?
shot of them like on the rooftop.
But that was
I'm
fake.
talking
That
about-
was the same shot of them in the jail. That was just before they had edited that. So I
Like,
think the
showed
only,
the setting.
and we know the hand is going to be in Born Again season 3. So maybe the hand goes in to kill Daredevil, and Frank is like, "Oh shit, that's my boy Peter. Go do something." And
That's
Peter
my
fights
dog.
the hand. Peter and Matt fight the hand.
Yeah, is this
Do
the
we
first
even
time?
know why
is
they're
this the first
boys?
time Peter knows who Daredevil is? Is this the first time he learns about this?
No, he knew him in No Way Home.
Oh, right.
You just know
Well-
him as a really good lawyer, though.
Yeah, he doesn't really know.
Well,
One can deduce, but like he doesn't know.
he does know though.
Oh, I guess.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Just because you
He
think?
Because I know.
Yeah, I just think. Hey, Drew, are you gonna watch Daredevil before You watch this movie in
Yes.
4 days.
All 3 seasons. He's acting like someone else is
You
there. Just
better.
doesn't want to watch Daredevil.
Well, you don't need to
Yeah,
watch
no one's
Daredevil.
there,
You
dog.
need to watch Born Again,
Bro.
season 2, episode 4.
He's putting on an act so he doesn't have to watch Daredevil.
What's that? Sorry, I'm really busy until Spider-Man. I can't watch Daredevil. Sorry, my Disney account was erased. All the data got corrupted.
Daredevil's not on it.
Wait, what's that? What? They're canceling Daredevil and taking it off streaming? Oh shoot! Sorry,
Damn
guys.
No, I will not be watching Daredevil in 4 days.
Why?
Because there's other things that I want to spend my time
What
doing.
if at the very first scene of Spider-Man, Spider-Man comes out and says, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
well-
Daredevil's dead." And you'd be like, "Shoot, I should have watched Daredevil." And for all
then
you know,
my-
he could actually be dead, and you would never know.
Then my second watch of Brand New Day would be a lot better than my first.
True. Well, it's okay because Daredevil's not dead. So now I've actually spoiled.
Dude, spoiler. What the frick?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, he's not dead.
I hope he's in it though, and it would make sense because Punisher. Also, Jean Grey. I haven't seen Stranger Things, so all I know about it is that
I
it's
have.
Or it's not Green Lantern.
is that it's maybe cringe,
There's an apparition in the back of your room.
probably cringe. And so is Sadie Sink not cringe as Jean Grey?
That's just
Is
Aaron.
that cringe?
Um,
called you an apparition.
Sadie Sink is
Y'all think
not.
that's I don't.
Sadie Sink is one of the good ones. She's cool. She's always been
Sadie
cool.
Slink.
Okay.
Wait, what's the question?
How is
Sadie?
she a good Jean Grey casting?
Well, apparently she looks identical to comic Jean Grey.
Yeah, when comic Jean
And
Grey
that's
is
the
like
only thing that
a
matters.
child.
She's young.
Jean Grey's like 30.
What? It
Jean
depends on
Grey,
what.
Jean Grey is a mother. They are parents, and they are like in their she is. They like have a kid that's like Jean Grey's
Yeah, but-
supposed to be like in her 30s and 40s, unless we're doing Young X-Men, which is fine, I guess. If we do like
good.
if our X-Men, true. It's just is she not like she's giving the same vibe. Drew, we honestly may have talked about this. She's giving the same vibe as that Teen Titans casting where it's like Dwayne Johnson as
Oh yeah. It's like
as
those same two
Cyborg,
movies.
Timothy Chalamet as Nightwing, Tom Holland as Beast Boy, Jen Ortega as Raven, and Zendaya as Starfire. That's what this
that gonna
Jean Grey.
happen?
That's what that's what this Jean Grey. That's what this Jean Grey casting is giving, in my
See,
opinion.
I think it's
never-
not ridiculous to say that, and that's a valid feeling. But at the same time, I also think the casting is also just pretty good. Like,
But she's everyone's favorite redhead.
That's a low bar.
Oh,
You got nothing to
you're
say to
right.
that?
you're right. No, my bad. I forgot about that.
To be
Forgot she
fair,
won that.
I've never seen her act, so we'll see. But I'm going. Also, there's a chance she may not be Jean Grey. There's like a 0% chance because also one of the actors is playing a mutant hater politician from X-Men comics. So
Maybe.
like,
Well, maybe Spider-Man's a mutant now. His genes are mutating.
no,
His genes
his genes are mutating.
are turning gray.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That just unless they tie it into a larger X-Men plot, if she just like comes in and does nothing and other than be like if she starts as a villain, that's also not a character. And we know she starts as a villain. So unless there's like a really, really valid reason for that, it's gonna upset me.
Maybe it's not Jean Grey then. Maybe Jean Grey is actually
Sadie Sink.
Gal Gadot.
Now that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Don't even say that again.
Also, I was thinking about Ned and MJ. I'm still not because I've always said that I just didn't want him. I didn't want him in this movie past
I didn't either.
No Way Home. But to put yourself in Tom Holland's shoes, you're married to Zendaya. She plays your on-screen love interest, and y'all are like one of the most popular couples in Hollywood. And they have proven that they're going to make the second biggest opening weekend, a large part because of that. So, in terms of like a real life perspective, that's the most understandable writing decision that I disagree with that I can think of,
Yeah.
honestly. Because I would, if my wife if me and my wife were in that situation and I could just make Spider-Man movies with her and make like the second highest grossing movie of all time, I'm not gonna act like I wouldn't do that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain the second half, which is Ned is not Tom Holland's wife.
Well, I mean, they're friends in real life, but
They could
obviously
totally retcon Ned. That would be
Peter
so
Parker's
peak.
boyfriend.
Bro, they should retcon Ned's off-screen death before that movie starts to save it. A star.
Ned gets in a car accident off screen.
That ad where Ned's like walking and he's like
Yeah,
he's vibing to that. Yeah, so just do that in the movie, but instead of Spider-Man saving him, Spider-Man's like fighting the hand and Ned just gets like a piano dropped on his head.
You just cut to black and hear a car tire screech, and then he's dead in the next scene.
Yeah.
You hear the bell toll at his funeral.
And then you don't get to
Yeah.
mourn because then you immediately start the Hulk fight,
Yeah.
and they just never acknowledge it.
You just hear babe from whatever her name is. Mean Girls, Katie Heron.
They broke up.
Bruno.
They broke up at the end of that trip.
Yeah.
They did.
I'm happy they did.
Also, why are Ned and MJ friends in this timeline? Because they were only friends because of Peter.
Because he's just like Dave Franco, where he slides in
Thank you.
metaphorically whenever Tom Holland.
No,
loses
that's what
MJ.
That's a
That's
sequel to The Shining.
Ezra Bridger is doing though. Imanis Fondi.
Maybe it's double up. Maybe
Maybe.
Ned is Ezra Bridger's canon cousin, and he wingmaned him.
Are you gonna take The Shining with you, like to College Station?
That would be terrible. I hope there's a lot of him actually, because we've only seen the
Yeah.
one shot, but I want there to be like an entire plot that she has a boyfriend, but I'm concerned it's like just one scene where he's flirting with her. And I really love Imanis Fondi. So I want to see a lot of him. He was at the premiere like a few
I
hours
didn't know
ago.
that she's in this movie. I just know her for her Letterboxd,
Who?
the Miss Marvel actor.
No, Imanis Fondi is the boyfriend
Mhm.
from
Good night.
the shot with MJ where he's like caressing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Imanis.
busting your balls,
Well,
Why would you do that to him?
Nah, I feel busted.
leisure.
Business or pleasure?
I think. Did y'all see the leaked swinging scene? Because I could not help myself, low key, and I watched it.
I did not watch it. No.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Are you talking about the FPS one, first person swinger?
Yeah, that genuinely looks peak. Like I don't think it's better than that one TASM 2 swinging, but if it's that consistently good throughout the movie, it's gonna be the best Spider-Man on-screen swinging ever, probably.
Better than, you know what takes a step down is Spider-Man 2 swinging is worse than Spider-Man 1 swinging. Unfortunately, that last scene in Spider-Man 2, the swinging is just weird.
Are you talking about? Are you just comparing the final swings or comparing everything?
I'm trying to think about the final swings.
This final swing
Whatever
is Spider-Man
swing comes
1.
directly before MJ's ultimate all-timer monologue.
You mean after?
It's, I don't know, it's the final swing sequence in Spider-Man 2.
They both.
But
the-
It's
the
just
final-
doesn't hit very well. Not like Spider-Man 1. Doesn't have that flowiness. However, I'm not talking about the other scene. There's another scene where Spider-Man, obviously he swings through the newspaper article, and
Yeah,
that's
I know you're just talking about the final swing. I think those are like maybe the two best movie endings of all time. I think Spider-Man 1 might be a little better. They're like the same though. They're like
Spider-Man 2.
the best movie endings ever.
Spider-Man 2, I think, is one of the best movie endings because that ending is a big reason why I actually think that is not like a 3.5, and I think it's a 4.5. Like that ending is
star?
really, that ending, because it's not just like the little 10-minute or 5-minute sequence where MJ gives her monologue and everything. It's the fact that like if you have like a different kind of ending that is just like, say it cuts off
Completes the
or
movie.
it wraps it up and it's like Tom Holland and MJ kiss and it cuts to black. Whatever. Like it's the fact that it simmers for a little bit and then MJ like has like that podium and then drops her line. And that completes their entire arc. And also MJ I think is the most well written character in that first movie.
If you're about to say something bad though,
No, that's full stop. I think she's the. I was rewatching it. I was like, bro, I didn't realize how like well written MJ is because I used to be like, bro, what's that one scene where she's like talking with Peter out back, and then she's like, oh my gosh, the new car. I'm like, bro, why is she so lame? And also that was so unnatural. But the point is that it's unnatural because she's escaping her home life and has to put on that face so that she can escape.
exactly.
And that's why she doesn't initially like she's so hesitant to really like want Peter Parker in that way is because she's seeking escape from her home life in the men and the whatever and the friend she's going with in that scene before the bus stop and if she's with Peter Parker he's kind of at the same level like in that home life literally physically neighbors and also like there's not like she's not like a gold digger. She's like just needs something that can.
She wants more support.
Her escape like her home life with her dad.
I mean, all of her relationships, including with Harry especially, are built on trying to like the trauma of her father and trying to prove him wrong through gaining status from a relationship.
Yeah,
but people. I love that you said that so much because she is like one of the most hated. She's like Skylar White of
exactly
movie love interest, where it's like no, she's actually a really well written character. You're just a fucking misogynist.
Well, it's not always that because sometimes it really is just people seeing the scene where where she's lacking understanding for Spider-Man being Spider-Man because he can't be Peter Parker, but. That's kind of like totally reasonable for her whenever you really dig into it, and they did that on purpose for the whole concept that of Spider-Man. Like, it was interesting to me to think about today. I was like, bro, every second movie has this like battle between Spider-Man and Peter Parker, but the only one that does it well is Spider-Man 2. Like the other two movies are obviously the worst two movies of the
trilogy
collection because Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Far From Home are both massive bad movies.
No.
Careful. Watch your tongue, boy.
I'm gonna
It's so bad it's good. What are you taking?
I've never said that about
Hold on. What are you taking TASM 2 over real quick?
Spider-Man movie wise?
Yes.
Well, not much because I really like Spider-Man movies, but it's better than Far From Home. And
maybe
infinitely.
marginally.
But it's not about ranking; it's about rating because I still give it like a 6.5.
Okay.
I think TASM 2 is a very enjoyable watch, personally.
Yes. There's nothing that's so bad it's good though. Like all of the bad stuff in that is
that's
bad.
Spider-Man 3. That's the bad scenes in Spider-Man 3 are so bad it's good. Like,
yes, exactly.
But
with
still not
2,
like,
it's
actually
just
quality enough. Spider-Man 3 is a mess. It is a honestly like it is a catastrophe of film. But like that. I will rewatch it eventually. Like I'm not gonna not rewatch it because it's like not like the same like full catastrophe as like Trap. It's just like good and
I can't believe you're saying
so hilariously like what is going on. Like I don't know if it's bad or if it's just like this weird satire route, which it kind of is. But in that area of not knowing which one it is, it takes away from the quality of the movie.
And yet it's still a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right.
You're missing your frontal lobe.
It's all here.
All quiet on the frontal lobe.
It's actually peak. I have like a split rating on my friends' rating. There's people who rate it low, and then there's a gap, and then people who give it 4.5s and 5s.
People who rate it low, by the way, are the people who are rating it 2.5 to 3.5 stars. That's not that low for that movie. That movie is definitely worthy of like would make sense for a lot of people to give it like a half or 1 star because it's such a mess.
It's not worthy of either of those. That is crazy.
Well,
The
if I thought it was
the highs
really
of
worthy, I
that,
would've given it.
the highs of that are just as high as the highs in the other 2 movies, which is like
No,
absolutely.
I will
They're
totally disagree with that.
every time
Okay.
that I've binged those movies, I don't notice that much of a difference between the first 2 and the third. In
Well, they're
terms
kind
of
of stylistically consistent, excluding the Bully Maguire scenes, because obviously those are
Shalom.
just completely what the hell is going on.
Shalom.
Everything is consistent except for the fact that they threw Venom in and everything that does, which is a lot of dumb stuff to the story.
The Venom stuff is so
It's so bad.
they just needed to not have Venom in that movie, and that movie would be a lot better.
Yeah,
I
no, that
think
was
in
like
general-
that was like the whole problem was Sam Raimi didn't want to do Venom. He had no idea. He's like, no Venom, and they were like, no. They made him do Venom, the studio interference, and he just couldn't help it. And his original plan was just Sandman.
I don't
And
yeah, like I don't
Harry
even
Osborn-
think the Bully Maguire stuff, like it's almost like they made him do Venom, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna have this BS be in this movie because I'm gonna make fun of Venom.
That is exactly what happened.
Venom's gonna make Spider-Man a giant, like, weird cornball incel.
To be fair, that's exactly what Peter Parker would think that being cool is like, though. That's very in character. That's like absolutely.
You know
That
what
is
also
true.
is
That is
kind
a
of
good point.
inconsistent?
like it. I just said that was consistent. What?
Well, it's
What?
I shouldn't say. It's also something that's weird, but this is inconsistent. I find it hard to believe that Spider-Man and like I understand it for Harry Osborn, but I don't really buy the fact that Peter Parker played basketball all growing up and tried out for the varsity basketball team. That doesn't.
They said it was for the girls. They said they sucked and it was for the ladies. That's the next line.
For the cheerleaders, that's so odd. For I mean, I guess
That's
MJ
the most
being a
like
cheerleader, but like
male shit I've ever heard in my life.
but Tobey Maguire, but Peter Parker is specifically like a dork. That's what separates him from like the same people who would be like doing it for the girls, like Flash Thompson type deal. That's something I would hear Flash Thompson say, not something I would hear Peter Parker say. And there should really not be much overlap between something that Flash Thompson and Peter Parker would say, because they are literally established early on as like opposites.
What about the scene in
Doesn't
what about the scene in TASM where Peter is like really, really good at basketball and smashes the backboard and mogs everybody?
Well, yeah, but wait, but hold on.
I'm not bringing up a real point. I'm not bringing up a real point. I'm joking. I'm saying
Okay.
it's dumb. Calm.
But
Down. Sit.
okay, name a high from Spider-Man 3, and I will name a better high from the first 2 movies.
Well, I'm sure you can name a better high, but like, I'm saying it's like on the same level, but I guess
what are
there's
the
some-
highs in Spider-Man 3 we're talking about
The
here?
epic highs and lows of Spider-Man 3.
the Are you serious?
Because I understand like the Sandman CGI is some of the best
okay.
at that time.
That Sandman
I love that
scene,
scene. I love
the final
that
scene where Harry shows up and then they fight everyone. That is peak. This Harry's death scene. The scene at the end where he goes to the place that MJ was playing and she's playing that song that basically summarizes the whole movie. The scene, all of the scenes between him and MJ where he's being a huge dick because that's in character for Peter. The scene with Bruce Campbell. Oh God, I hope I'm not butchering that. Freaking yeah, Bruce Campbell.
So the
obviously.
engagement scene, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Or the-
all of that is really good. The stuff with Gwen, that scene where she's like falling from the thing, that might be the best Spider-Man save in any movie. That scene is peak. The fight scenes are good. Eddie Brock is so entertaining, but I guess you're asking like good, like quality.
By the way,
all of the
I think
Daily
the
Bugle
scene where
stuff is
he
good. There's
saves-
so much Daily Bugle stuff in that. That's really good. That's the best.
Yeah, Daily Bugle is always peak, and J. Jonah Jameson I think is one of the best characters.
Yeah, it's
in
the
that
best
trilogy.
in the third one. It's like the most environmental because he's actually trying to get a job, and there's scenes where there's like competing stuff and oh my gosh, all the stuff about forgiveness because Peter's like the scene where he fights Sandman in the sewers and he's like all pissed because he thinks he killed his uncle and then he's like wailing on him and then he kills him with the water. Also, the way that shot is where it's like it goes with all the things, the little nuts going off the pipe, and then pew, pew, and then it zooms in on his face, and the water rushes and he kills him. That whole kill scene is amazing. And whenever he talks to May about getting engaged to MJ, and you get that speech, another peak Aunt May speech that obviously circles back to the end of the movie. The scene where she comes and visits him in his apartment, and he's talking about the mistakes that he made. The entire movie being about forgiveness and the mistakes they made, because obviously both of these characters, MJ and Peter, have made, even aside from this movie, have fucked each other over like really bad. But the movie, they literally have the whole thing about forgiveness shown through Sandman. The scene where he forgives Sandman at the top, and he's like crying, and he's like, I forgive you because that's exactly what May said and what Ben would want. And he goes to May and he's like, Spider-Man killed him. And you can tell she knows he's Spider-Man, and she's like, Spider-Man wouldn't do that. And she's like, then she delivers that speech on forgiveness. All of that is peak. And the scene where he's fighting James Franco on the hoverboard, you could say that's really goofy, which it is, but the fact that he has the wedding ring in the pocket the whole time, and all of the shots, and like you get that extra bit added to the fight, and the scenes where he's like, wait, the outfit sucks, but whenever he's like surfing through the city, all of those shots are crazy, where he's like watching the play and then it zooms up to Harry and he's like looking at him with the glasses. Dude, I just rambled for like 3 minutes, bro. That movie is fire. The movie's gas. It's
I'm
so
gonna
good.
be honest, that might be like the greatest like advertisement for that movie. I
Yeah,
think I've
honestly,
ever...
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It does make me want to
Yes.
rewatch it again.
Yes,
That,
you
like,
never change your opinion on anything.
That
Yes.
hyped me up. That Loki hyped me up.
Yes.
Yeah, Loki, we can
Yes!
really watch that.
Yes.
I should rewatch it with that mindset, because maybe I do need to focus
Yes!
on that.
Yes.
But the only thing, though, the thing is, there
Movie's so
are those
peak it made
bones in
Trip
that
change his
movie,
mind about an
but
opinion.
the feeling is not very good, but
The feeling is great.
The meat
no, the
is there.
filling.
Filling.
What you're filled with in between your bones of the movie.
Oh, I've never.
But
been
your bones
more-
are hollow.
I've never been more happy with the successful defense of a movie that I love.
Yeah, there was kind of nothing I could do with that.
It was peak.
I was just kind of getting pelted with stuff, and I was like, dude. I was like,
See?
look, he is naming
See?
like 15 things that are
See?
like actually undeniable about
Dude.
this movie.
Oh my gosh, I almost just teared up. Like, I know I talked about it, but the final scene where they're in the bar and she's singing the song about being through with love, and they don't like specifically conclude that they get back together, but they forgive each other at the end. And then, of course, in No Way Home, you confirm that, which is a good confirmation because we didn't get a fourth one. But it's just so good. It's
Yet.
this.
We're getting the fourth one next year, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's on the docket.
I wish.
I'll sacrifice some more hair for that one.
See, this is what happens. The Raimi trilogy is so peak. We make a video about Brand New Day and just talk about it half the time. Anyway, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Before I do my little ranking, do y'all have any general thoughts or any scenes? Oh, real quick, the Hulk versus Spider-Man. I was originally not on board because I didn't envision my perfect Spider-Man movie having Hulk, which I still agree with. But the fight looks insane. The fight looks so sick. And Punisher is fighting him too. That just looks really good.
Yeah, I feel like what they're doing with Brand New Day, what they're showing us in the trailer, what they're giving us is like, hey, look, remember that thing that everyone loved at the beginning of Fantastic Four? We're gonna take that, which was kind of an experiment, and we're going to make it better. I think that's what they're gonna try to do. I do think they're going to try. That's why there's so many characters. I think they're going to take what made that montage in Fantastic Four, or they're going to take the montage in Fantastic Four and apply it here and be like, okay, we saw it work for Fantastic Four. Let's see if we can do it here with the same style and like build upon it. I think that's going to be something that they do in that movie. Obviously, we know they're going to do that because they've already made it so big in the teasers, but I think that's going to be a big part of it.
Guys, this movie's gonna be awesome.
This movie's gonna make almost $3 billion too, which is unbelievable.
It could potentially be like one of the top 5 highest grossing movies of all time.
Because Far From Home made a lot, and No Way Home made a lot.
I really want to win.
Well, Trip's not winning. It doesn't matter if this movie makes $10 billion.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
But
I was
It
thinking
would
about like,
matter.
what if it makes 4? Well, it is a big
It-
year for big booming movies. Like, I don't think there's
I love the way you said that.
for more.
Love the way you said that. It's
Jojo,
a big year for big booming movies.
Yeah, I mean, people are spending so much money on going to the movie theaters, and like,
That would be me.
and it only applies to my movie, not to y'all's movies that y'all have. Really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Yeah, movie looks. I'm so excited for like just all the random shots where it looks like it's clearly cut from a compilation scene, like where
Mhm.
ones of him in the snow or like him saving the kid, just stuff like that. Like I'm just hard. I'm just so excited to see Spider-Man, Spider-Man
Yeah.
as a verb, and
It's very millennial of you.
elder millennial.
Oh, yes.
Elder millennial here.
All right. Do we think I'll rapid fire these because we're just gonna do all the Spider-Man movies and then I got like 5 or 6 MCU movies. Spider-Man 1 is it gonna be better than Spider-Man 1? No way in hell. No
Yes.
way in hell.
Yes.
No, it's not gonna be better than Spider-Man 1. If I could do that for Spider-Man 3, can you imagine how much I can make you love Spider-Man 1? Because that's an actually like quality, like a better.
Well, no, I've seen Spider-Man 1 3 times in the last couple of years. And I have also watched a lot more breaking down and like explaining. Bro, my rating was originally at a 5.5 for Spider-Man 1
And it's
and is
going
now at a 7.5. There's not much more potential that it has
Oh,
besides charm. And like it would need nostalgia to really get that high rating for me. But as of right now, it's at a 7.5. And when I watch this movie, it's going to be at a 7.5. And I think this movie's ceiling is much. I think this movie
movie ceiling is a
could
9.
be like a 9. Like
My-
if it really hits.
My perfect Spider-Man
That
movie.
Exact wording about
My-
Moana hitting 2 billion, by the way.
This is the problem. This is what upsets me is that the ceiling is a 9, and I've never because my perfect Spider-Man movie does not have Jean Grey. I'm sorry, it doesn't have Hulk, and it doesn't have like fucking Ned. It just doesn't.
Well,
not-
The CEO
obviously.
himself.
So 4.5-star max, and those would be the things that would. But like I'm still excited. Like I think it's gonna be great.
You think it's gonna be 4-star max? I think that's crazy. I think
No, I said 9 out of 10 is the ceiling.
yeah, that's what I said. I agree. But also we have different ratings for Spider-Man. I don't think
Oh, in comparison to that.
I think it will be better than the first. I think it will be better than a 7.5.
All right.
I do too. The more I see about this movie, the more appealing it looks.
That I
Like-
agree as well.
And that's rare, I feel like, as for this kind of movie. We're getting back to that point with Marvel, but like I have been
Cooking.
pleasantly surprised with
Yeah.
everything
'Cause, like,
I've seen about this movie.
Thunderbolts was what I think I gave it like an 8, and Thunderbolts with like some better pacing, like and
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more time. That movie could have been like a 9.5 level good. Like it could have been one of the
If it was longer,
best
same
of
with
the
the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
decade.
And
I
this
agree.
movie
But-
is long.
And this movie, like it's got the same style. It's got the same
Yeah.
focus, and
It's got the
they're
same
going to
vibe.
build off of the last 2 movies we saw last year, which both worked very well.
Mhm.
Despite who cares what like haters will say that's
cares
a
what the
1-star
Chads say?
movie. Which you should go back and watch our worst Letterboxd reviews movie to see a 1-star review of Fantastic Four.
There's a clip of it too on the Instagram and TikTok that you should also follow.
Yeah,
Good job,
it's
guys.
over here.
Nice.
Drew, it's easier for you.
It's
to find
actually on
that.
the other side, but
For you, really? You're on the top right.
yeah. Wait, is
You're on the top
that
right.
where it is?
For me,
That's where it says
I'm
new
pointing
episode
to it
weekly.
right now.
That's where it says.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm pointing to it right now. That's like directly above me right here.
No, other way.
What do you mean
side.
other way?
Other side.
Like over here?
There you go. No. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
That's where new episodes weekly is for me.
that's weird. Well, I'm the one recording, so for just
Maybe it's Jean Grey.
Jean Grey's fucking with us because that's in
Dang it,
character.
dude.
Jean
Wouldn't it
Grey's the
just be
villain.
me?
Whatever. Anyway, is it gonna be better than Spider-Man 2?
No,
Thank you. It's not going to be better than the Drew. You just need to rewatch. Just admit you need to.
I
rewatch.
do.
it is a
didn't-
definitive
Okay.
CBM.
Spider-Man
I-
3.
Opinion.
Spider-Man 3. I will
Yeah.
say the words better. I will say it can be better, but I will not rank it above Spider-Man 3.
Well, yeah.
Sure. On your favorites list.
The objective movies. Okay. TASM. It's better than TASM. TASM just has some BS. TASM 2.
It'll be better than both TASM movies.
Bro, if
Yeah, we don't need
it's worse than TASM 2, I'm asking
Chill
for
out
my
with all
money
that.
back.
Okay, this is
Chill out with all that.
not to scare
I'm
anyone.
gonna leave the theater upset if it's that bad.
Not
Well,
gonna
I am
scare.
too.
Cannot be.
Not
A
to scare
movie
anybody,
that
but
bad would not be approved by Marvel and have this big of a
you're right.
budget.
You're right. But to be fair, that's what we said about TASM 2, and that movie looked insane. Even the first scene of that movie makes you think it's gonna be like the best movie ever. The swinging scene, not the
Oh
stupid.
yeah.
And then
And then
turned out.
immediately it fails, flops by this awful scene where he allows everyone to die and has corny dialogue, which like could
It sucks
be like good Spider-Man.
No, it's
dialogue.
good Spider-Man. It's just the fact that he's letting him die while
That's
doing it.
the issue is that it's corny in a time when Spider-Man would not be delivering those kinds of lines. Spider-Man delivers corny lines whenever he's got a moment to, because he's also not stupid. That's the thing. That Spider-Man is not very smart in a lot of scenes. And
But he's the
also I think like Paul Giamatti was just weird deal. I am killer. And then
Yeah.
Spider-Man lets him kill everyone. It's like, yeah, bro. Spider-Man's totally chill with that.
Yeah. He's the best part of No Way Home, though. He's the best
Easily,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
He's the best Spider-Man in No Way Home.
Easily.
He's Spider-Man in circles around the other two, low-key. Which
Why
could
did
change
you-
in this movie, by the way.
Bro, I had to mute for that. Oh.
Spider-Man Homecoming, it's going to be better than
Yes,
Homecoming.
it's gonna be better than every movie in the Tom Holland trilogy.
Hold on. It's going to be
What?
better than Homecoming and Far From Home. Far From Home is, like,
Yo, huh?
it's going to be
You
better
think
than Homecoming and Far From Home.
It's gonna
It's
be better than No Way
Far
Home.
From Home. Don't utter Homecoming and Far From Home in the same breath.
It's gonna be
Okay,
better
but
than
it's
No
still
Way
going to be
Home.
better than both. But you're right. You're right. There is a significant difference.
I don't think I think it might not be better than Homecoming. But okay, well here's the thing. Like, I think it could be better than Homecoming,
Wow.
and could be better than Spider-Man 1.
What do you rate Homecoming?
But I also think it could be low. Like I think what I imagine it will be is a 4-star movie. Actually, I kind of
Yeah.
think it'll be like a 4.5, low 4.5.
I'm just gonna pre-fire my 8.5 because that's what I give every movie that comes out. Apparently,
I mean, that's like totally realistic. But like, I have Homecoming like just in rankings, not in rating, above. Wait, no, I do have it in rating. I have Homecoming at like an 8 or like a 7.75 or an 8, and I do have Spider-Man 1 at a 7.5.
Homecoming on my last
Homecoming
rewatch.
is so good.
On my last rewatch, it was not as good as I remember, but that sometimes happens with movies. Whenever you rewatch it, you don't think it's as good because you hyped it up, then the next time you watch it, you really like it. It's still good though, but I don't know. Far From Home.
Homecoming is good. Like,
No
I'm
way.
a big Homecoming defender. After the last time I watched it, I was like, wow, like this one really does hit real hard.
It is nostalgic, definitely nostalgic for that like Phase 3 MCU time.
As its own movie, it's really good.
I
In the
agree.
context of the trilogy, it completely ruins
Yeah.
MJ's character arc.
It just does a
Makes
lot
her
weird. in that movie.
awful.
That's just a poorly written trilogy until the last movie where they realized their movies were so badly written that they had to. Which Kevin Feige pulled some bullshit in an interview recently, and he was like, "That was always the plan, to give him his high school trilogy that made him become Spider-Man." No, the fuck it wasn't, because the ending of Spider-Man Homecoming is that moment where he becomes Spider-Man by rejecting the suit and getting his own suit. So like, just shut up and
If that was
stop
the
lying.
case, then you would have had an origin movie.
Do you see he also tried to start gaslighting us the other day, and he was like, the Thanos build up for Infinity War is mostly in fans' heads. He had like 2 scenes. Gang, every movie had a fucking Infinity Stone, and Thanos was a main character in Guardians 1 and was in 2 end credit scenes of Avengers movies. Doom, we haven't seen him. We've seen his back in 4 seconds. So
Thanos did. He's right about Thanos only having like a few scenes, but
Right,
people people do disregard the fact that a big part of Thanos' character in Infinity War is not just Thanos; it's the Infinity Stones as like a element.
just
Like
general build-up
that is really what Like, then what is Thanos without the Infinity Stones? He's just Hulk.
I mean, Gamora and Nebula, their entire characters exist as like they talk about Thanos all the time in both
Yeah.
Guardians movies. It's like half of their character, and that has nothing to do with Infinity Stones up until that point anyway. They never mentioned Infinity Stones until Infinity War, and that was already like just good writing for making Thanos imposing. But it's just his character was established in the lore.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
No Way Home. It's gonna be like the same for me.
It'll be better than No Way Home.
I think
It's gonna be.
How
better
is it
than
gonna?
Way Home.
Wait, okay. You have No Way Home at like a 4.5, right? So you expect it to be a 4.5?
around this. Well, I think it could be around the same. Like if it hits that ceiling, which I'm kind of being optimistic.
I think No Way Home is a bottom 3 Spider-Man movie. So
I'm about to kick you.
I have it at a like a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. It's real, and maybe I should rewatch it because maybe like I'll enjoy Toby's presence more. But like,
But you
not
watched
gonna
the
lie, I've never, and I still don't really like Tobey Maguire as an actor, and as Spider-Man, obviously, like he's great, but not like he's not like the god of Spider-Man acting.
But here,
He's
no,
and he's
I,
not
I
a good
agree.
actor.
I agree.
He's not like
with him
Tobey
being
Maguire
the god.
is not a good actor.
I agree with him not being the god of Spider-Man acting. But every time you've watched No Way Home, it's like watching the last episode of a series just on its own sometimes and be like, yeah, that's weird. Like you got to watch all the Spider-Man movies before and then watch it. It's the finale to all the Spider-Man movies. To those
If I have to prepare myself for like this giant moment,
That's the same as watching
that-
In-Game. Are you going to say In-Game's bad because you can't just sit down and watch it?
I
Yes.
literally do think that Endgame is a lot worse than it was whenever we first saw it.
Well, I
Endgame
do
is not as
too.
high of a
Well,
quality
you
Marvel
can
movie.
say
That's not
you
what I
can-
said.
Okay, the deal with No Way Home and Endgame is that as an experience and having the full weight of the finale behind what they're doing, it's an incredible experience. But as a movie, they're not good. Like,
Oh, neither of them are good as movies, but like that's
they're
there's
like,
not.
like I think Endgame.
Those are the two movies Cosmonaut Variety Hour doesn't give a rating to because he thinks that's just stupid. Because they're not like that's not how you watch them.
No Way Home and Endgame.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
that's
but
valid.
we're talking about like
As a
it
movie.
still is a movie and it's still delivered in that format and gets itself rated in that way. No Way Home,
Yeah.
like if I have to prepare myself to consume this movie again by watching 7 movies before it,
Peak.
then it's not good. Then it's not good enough because that means that it doesn't have legs, and
But-
it doesn't. It doesn't have legs.
But that's like
It-
saying
it
you
stands
can't.
on fan service.
That's like if Drew said he wanted to watch the season 3 Daredevil finale, and then you told him you have to watch season 3, and he's like, okay, but that's dumb. You can't. You know.
No, but that's different
No.
because he would have to have that in order to have context for the season 3 finale. The issue with No Way Home is not that you need context to build it. It's that in order to think it's good, you need the feeling that
Okay,
the
you're
first 7 movies give you in order to think that No Way Home is good.
They do.
If you have
context.
So if you have all the context of Daredevil, obviously it's not going to be as good in the season 3 finale, but you're still going to be able to appreciate the season 3 finale as an episode in itself because it is well written and well acted and it's well executed. The issue with No Way Home is not, oh well, if you don't watch anything before Infinity, if you don't watch anything before the second Spider-Man movie, you're gonna wonder like who all these characters are because you're not being introduced to them. The issue is not the context. The issue is that you need a certain feeling heading into this movie in order to think it's good, and that's why No Way Home isn't that good.
Yeah, but that feeling is like the best feeling you'll ever get in your life.
That doesn't make the movie
I
good.
don't care if the movie reaches through the screen and
Would you not give a movie a good rating if it made you come?
Yo.
Are we seriously
Yo.
saying that?
I would probably I probably wouldn't be concerned with the movie at that point.
Only if it thematically aligns with the story.
That's like 40x. Anyway, Ragnarok is it going to be better than Ragnarok? Same level for me. Same. It's next to
probably
No Way
same
Home.
level. I think it's probably same
Ragnarok's
level.
great.
I don't think it'll be as good as Ragnarok. I think once I finally rewatch it for the first time in like 2 years, because I try to watch it all the time, but I usually try to watch it before bed and I fall asleep over the course of the last 3 years.
Ragnarok.
It's happened like twice. I need to rewatch it all the way through. My memory of that movie, like I have it rated at like a 4-star, but my memory of that movie, I'm like, I can't think of like actual flaws with that movie, and also it's really strong in its theme and its plot, and everything is just written super well. And it's also really enjoyable. I think back and I'm like, that could be not like a Guardians 2 level, but really just like the junior version of Guardians 2 in terms of quality.
That's valid.
I don't think it'll be better than Ragnarok.
All right. Civil War. I don't think it can be better
No.
than Civil War because I have Civil War above the two I just mentioned, and I think
Civil War. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, because I used to obviously think that movie is like one of the best Marvel movies, and I used to think it was like
Well, it is.
there was a time where I was like, okay, Civil War is in quality what Endgame gave us in feeling, to a lesser extent, but like what you feel in Endgame, like how good Endgame is, that's actually how good Civil War is. But then over time, we kind of started caring a lot more about how things looked in color grading because we started watching other movies that looked better. And then looking back and being like, oh, shoot, Civil War kind of looks terrible. And then in my head, I had built up this, actually, Civil War isn't as good as I thought it was. But then I'm like, why do I think that? I'm like, it's genuinely only because the movie is really gray and looks not very good. But everything else about that movie is like almost perfect. So if I could give Civil War a rating right now, it'd probably be like a 4.5.
That's what I have it at. I don't think it can
I
be
don't think
better.
it's the right rating.
I don't think it can be better. Guardians 3. It can be better than Guardians 3.
It's not going to be better than Guardians 3.
It can be better than Guardians 3.
Guardians 3 is one of the best movies. It's almost, I think it's a 9.5.
There is no shot this John is better than Guardians 3.
For me, we're kind of in the level where it's like it could be anywhere from the movies we're talking about in my ranking. Like it could go from right behind No Way Home all the way down to worse than Guardians 3.
There's not a single Spider-Man movie that comes close to having the emotional core that Guardians 3 has, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That is by far
Alien
Guardians
was
3's
given.
best thing. That is what makes Guardians 3.
I know it is. That's why Guardians. I have it at 4.5. I'm just saying that's blasphemy.
In what way?
You saying you don't think Spider-Man 1 and 2 have a better emotional core
The
than
closest thing it comes to is the feeling at the end of Spider-Man 2. But
that's not even
and like obviously like you do have like Uncle Ben.
But neither of those are the height of that trilogy's emotion.
What explain a scene in Spider-Man 1 or 2.
The ending scene of Spider-Man 1. The ending scene of Spider-Man 1 might be the best movie scene of all time. I made my case for Spider-Man 3. I know I can absolutely cook for Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Yeah, but we're also comparing it to like one of the most emotional, maybe the most emotional comic book movie that we have.
Let me see if it's in my top 10 emotional comic book movies. 1, 2.
Bro has an emotional comic book movies list.
I'm looking at my comic book movies and just seeing before I get to it. Mask of the Phantasm more emotional. Spider-Man 2 more emotional. Guardians 2 more emotional. Spider-Man 1 more emotional. Superman not more emotional. No. Spider-Man 3 more emotional. No Way Home not more emotional.
That's a blasphemy.
Guardians
Thinking back about Guardians 3 and how powerful that is on an emotional level.
It's the 9th most emotional comic book movie, if you must know.
Yeah, it's blasphemy. What do you have, Suicide Squad above it?
Maybe. I'd say that's around the same.
The Suicide Squad is obviously contending with it, but of course it is because it's James Gunn. But
No, they're on the same level, but they're contending for like 8th and 9th place. Anyway, Thunderbolts. I think it's gonna be better than Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is too short.
I think it'll be better.
That movie's rated.
I think it I think it could easily be better than Thunderbolts, but I would not be surprised if it was same level or slightly worse.
I think it will be better than Thunderbolts.
I think it will be, but there's a possibility it won't be.
Because when you put those two head to head, it's basically designed to be a stronger Thunderbolts. Like it's kind of built up to.
That doesn't make any sense. You make too many comparisons.
Well, like the thing is, we're talking. Well, that's literally what this topic is about. By the way, is about comparing the two movies.
Quality in terms of better, not like the kind of same movie they are. What similarities do they have?
Well, like I said earlier, it seems that the goal of this movie is going to be to combine the feeling that you get, the comic book feeling that you get from Fantastic Four, and the grounded feeling that you get from Thunderbolts. They're both intentionally really grounded in a way that's trying to take the MCU to a different direction. They both obviously have an introduction of a lot of different characters that you're not having to get used to in general because you've been introduced to them all, but you're having to get used to in the context of this film, like you did in Thunderbolts, and how they're going to work together. And the way that the Thunderbolts were working together, we got introduced to, and we got that done very well. In the context of Spider-Man Brand New Day, you have a bunch of different characters that you're having to get used to in this context of how do they relate to Spider-Man and this little sphere that he has in the like grounded New York Spider-Man Daredevil scene.
If Hulk wasn't in this movie, I'd be so much more confident because I would honestly feel like it works with the Netflix Daredevil Punisher stuff. But then you bring in Hulk, and it's like, oh. And it would almost work as an installment in that if it weren't for Hulk.
Thunderbolts is an extreme grounded Marvel movie that was in. Obviously, with like the exception of like Century, but even then they were like they wrote that as like a like government experiment type deal that's supposed to be grounded. It's not just like an alien. And Spider-Man Brand New Day looks like it's supposed to also be grounded, but also building on the Fantastic Four like kind of vibe you get that's like a comic book, and it's trying to mix those two. It is. I think that like my prediction for this movie is that we're going to see a movie designed to be the better version and split the middle of those past two that we got last year. Because those two that we got last year are opposite ends of the spectrums, both really good. What Marvel should be planning on doing.
Best of both worlds. I wish I could agree with you, but the fucking Hulk is in this movie. And
I don't think the Hulk is going to be that big of a deal in this movie. I think that he's going to be there.
I think he will be.
I think he's a big. You get scenes with him in Punisher. You get scenes with him interacting with Jean Grey. Jean Grey's mind controlling him. He's like a big, and he's helping Peter with the experiment. You see him scan his suit. He totally will be.
He's going to be a big part of this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like
that just in my head ruins everything that I wish that what you were saying was true. Winter Soldier.
No.
That's one of the best Marvel movies.
I have it under everything we've mentioned except Thunderbolts. It's better than Thunderbolts. It's not better than Guardians 3.
Obviously.
But it's not
actually
better than
it's very close.
There's only 2 movies in between them.
It has less flaws than Guardians 3.
Yeah.
For sure.
Guardians 3 is only not a perfect movie because of its apparent flaws. If you take away the very obvious few flaws that movie has, it's a perfect movie.
I may just have a vibe problem with this movie. Not problem, but a vibe.
Dissonance.
It doesn't give me a 10 out of 10 vibe. It gives me like an 8 out of 10 vibe. Not like ratings wise, but in my head, that's the level of vibe I'm at.
It's like an 8 out of 8.
You can't really
an 8 out of 8.
Huh?
See, I would say that, but I would closer say that the Winter Soldier is a 9 out of 9 than I would say that the Guardians 3 is, because Guardians 3 has clear flaws.
I agree.
I was just saying so it's the clear flaws for y'all that make it not perfect, and then it's the vibe issue for me that takes it a level down. And there's nothing I can really do about that. That's just a subjective aspect.
Also, I don't know how you feel about the planet that's in that final scene in Guardians 3, but I think that's a stylistic choice. That's actually a cope that I have. That's not actually a cope.
I don't care enough because I don't care enough either way. I don't.
But
I think it is a stylistic choice, but we've also you can definitely tell a difference between stylistic gray and just ugly gray. But also, I don't care that much. It doesn't really. That's not
it's
really
ugly
something I'm
gray.
invested
Like
in.
that planet is totally artificial and it's supposed to be like that. But
True.
I also have the belief that I don't think watching Guardians 3 is one of those weird third movies that watching it in like back to back to back with the whole trilogy is not going to make it better because
Yeah,
it's so distant
sure.
from the second one.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Every time I watch Guardian stuff, I just watch. I watch 1 and 2, and then I skip through Endgame and Infinity War, watch all their scenes, then watch the holidays, watch the Love and Thunder scene, watch the holidays. Like I just watch everything, which is what I do for Spider-Man as well. Like I just skip through the Infinity War and Endgame to get their content because it's like important to both of them. Like it's like crucial, not as crucial to Spider-Man. Well, yeah, because Tony Stark. Anyway, um, last one, Fantastic Four. I think it can be better because Fantastic Four has the glaring issue that so much was cut and it's just too short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I have Fantastic Four above Guardians, Winter Soldier, and Thunderbolts, but I have it behind First Avenger, Civil War. I didn't mention First Avenger. I personally love that movie so much. I don't know if it can be better. Yeah, I do because it's the same. I need to change my ranking. I think I need to move Ragnarok and No Way Home down.
I think it could be. I think it could be at the same level as Fantastic Four, but I don't really think it'll be able to be better because I have Fantastic Four at like a 9.25. They slapped with that movie. Like they really did well with
They
that
did,
movie.
but they cut out more than 0.75 of the movie. And it's a big issue. They cut out like
So, but
two
like
songs. No, they cut out two
even
songs.
still, like it's also possible that some of the cuts that they had would have been those flaws. But
Well,
the
it
main
cut out.
reason why that movie is not like perfect is because it's not as long and Mr. Fantastic isn't very cool. He's pretty lame.
He only has like one important Mr. Fantastic scene, which is the scene where he's talking to his baby, which is
It has too high a price.
Yeah, but did you see that aspect ratio change?
No.
That's what makes. That's why Guardians 3 is so good. It's because the aspect ratio changed.
What scene?
I didn't even notice.
No, I actually do think it is so cool. I actually might watch it.
Oh, the best aspect ratio changes the Hunger Games 2 Catching Fire,
Yes, I was actually just
Where she-
thinking about that.
where she goes above and then it peak.
Yeah, aspect ratio change is sick. Not I feel like I don't want it to be overdone because like in Daredevil, this isn't spoilers, but like in Daredevil, whenever the aspect ratio changes, that's like it's cool, but that's not the type I'm talking about. I'm talking about whenever you have a certain aspect ratio for the whole
Well, yeah,
movie,
just filmed for a different
something
film.
large scale happens, and then
Yeah.
the freaking screen grows. Like in Guardians 3, whenever they go up on whatever the guy's name is,
Yeah. I mean, aspect ratio changes for me always take me out unless you see it change. Because whenever they cut back and forth, huh?
oh, you mean like no, I mean exclusively like whenever the screen like does this, whenever something big comes on screen. Like
Yeah.
that's like the only otherwise I think that sucks. It's a wasted potential if your aspect ratio changes unless you're like it's like being in a homecoming when there's an aspect ratio change because he's watching something or whatever. Like whenever it's going back over the footage. So like there's different aspect ratio. But in Guardians 3, whenever they come up on his ship, the aspect ratio changes, and that's sick.
That is cool, yeah.
Fantastic Four, every time, or the first time,
Galactus.
Galactus is on screen, the aspect ratio grows. It's not done as well in that one, though. I remember that being like, hey, this is going to happen in that movie, and I was like, oh my god, this movie is about to be perfect.
This is an amazing
was like,
feature. An amazing feature on Disney Plus is that all of the movies that have IMAX scenes on Disney Plus, the aspect ratio goes to full IMAX in that,
That's cool.
which is great. Also, all of Superman is in IMAX, so it fills the whole screen the whole time. Peak.
Good movie.
Great movie.
Will it be better than Superman?
No.
No.
It
No.
won't be better than Superman, dog.
It's going to be hard to see. I don't know if we'll see anything be better than Superman.
It's gonna be like a decade.
Batman,
before
the
that
Batman
happens.
Part 2 and
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse will both be better than Superman.
Well, Across the Spider Verse already happened and it is better.
My bad.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is better than Superman, by the way. You're
If we ever get either of those movies.
True. Those movies might never come out.
Yeah.
If
We
they
might
get
we might be
them-
dead before those movies come out. Anything could happen.
We were freshmen in high school when the Batman
one.
the Batman came out, and whenever the Batman Part 2 comes out, the freshmen when we were seniors will be a month away from graduating.
Yeah.
And we
I
were
will be graduating college the same year that the movie comes out, which
Yeah.
first movie came out when I was a freshman in high school.
Gross.
that's
Truly gross.
that's fucking terrible. It's to
Yeah.
the point I was thinking about this. It's to the point where it's no longer like wait for the quality. It's the kind of movie where at the premiere, every sentence, every interview question is going to be started with, "So we're finally getting the movie." Like it's too big. It's too big of a deal now.
Yeah.
Like it's too big of a problem. It can't be overlooked as just waiting because we're like it's worth it because of the quality, which like it could be worth it, but it's just too much of a thing now that it's become part of this movie, and I don't think that's going to go away. Like even when the trailer comes out, people aren't going to be able to talk about the trailer without the precursor of just we finally have a trailer or finally like just it's stuck with the movie now.
We still
And-
don't know who Sebastian Stan is.
Could be Victor Zaz. Anyway, that's our Spider-Man talk. Our review will be coming out Friday, probably, because we're going to be seeing it Thursday. So day after we can probably record, and I will post that as soon as possible. Yeah, comment if you're hyped for Brand New Day or any predictions you have. We kind of went all over the place with this, but it's fine. So
Go watch it so that I can win the draft.
Tripp's draft is cooked anyway. But this movie could
Nice.
actually cook though. It could
And
make
also go watch Moana.
Do not go watch it.
save his draft. Watch Moana.